So if you haven't been living under a rock for the past, I'd say, month now, like since May, you've probably heard about the Drake versus Kendrick Lamar beef, rap battle, feud, whatever you want to call this. But, like, honestly, as someone who is not really a fan of either, this was insane to unfold, especially with, like, the last 3 songs or whatever from Kendrick. The, like, basically from, like, 616 in LA to Not Like Us. Like, that whole entire triplet of songs was wild to see, like, what the hell happened after everything. So, this is just insane, and it makes me actually want to get into Kendrick Lamar a bit, too. But the reason I bring this up is because Kendrick Lamar the other day on June 19th had a massive concert. I believe it's called, like, the Pop-Out Show, and it is all up on YouTube. I forget what channel it was, but you just type in the show, it's like 4.5 hours or whatever. And basically people are calling this the funeral of Drake because of what Kendrick did at the damn end of it. But before all that, like, it seemed like it was actually, like, a great show overall for people who like rap music. I believe it was mainly West Coast rap, but I'm not 100% sure, so don't quote me on that. But basically it was a lot of rap performances. There was a couple sets. I think it was DJ Head set. Had about 15 people perform, including people like Remble, Westside Boogie, Rayvon, and a bit more. And then DJ Mustard's set had a lot more of the mainstream artists, or basically a lot of people that everyone like me and you would know just by name. Say like YG, Ty Dolla $ign, Roddy Ricch, Steve Lacy, and Tyler the Creator, out of like the 8 that were there for his set. And then we get to Kendrick's set, which starts the 22-track set with Euphoria, which from what I could see, I know it wasn't the first track in the feud, but it's one that has a lot of memorable lines apparently, and it switches up the beat a bit. So he starts it out with that, and then an extended line in there about Tupac's ring. And again, it's like people follow this beef to a T. They know all the lore. I don't know all the lore. I just kind of watched from afar almost. And then after that, it was a bit of his hits. Like we had Humble, Alright, Money Trees. And then we also had the live debuts of, 616 in LA. Euphoria as well, because that was the debut as well. And then Not Like Us. Some of them in between there featured songs from some artists like Schoolboy Q, J-Rock, and at the end there was 2 covers of Dr. Dre. I believe one of them was a Tupac cover and then another one was Dre's cover. And then it led into probably the biggest part of the whole show that everyone is talking about right now, is that he played Not Like Us 5 times in a row. And he had Dr. Dre introduce the first one with like the whisper of I See Dead People. This is crazy. I had to go back and watch that again to just make sure I saw what I saw right. This is probably, in my opinion, the biggest middle finger to anyone. Playing the song not only 5 times in a row, but every single time. People were cheering. People were screaming about it, like in excitement. Singing along, word for word, every time. The first time they say A minor, you heard that shit ring out. The craziest part about it all, I'll show you the picture. They got a shit ton of people up on stage. Let me just show you that quickly. Yeah, so here's the picture. You have everyone chilling up on stage there. This is insane. He had a lot of people up on stage to dance to the song. Apparently there was a kid in the middle of the big crowd dancing along on stage. In the video, he said it's like everyone up there from Crips to Bloods to, I think it's Pyrus. Honestly, it is so insane to see so many people coming from all different, like, walks and backgrounds and all that shit, depending on, like, if they agree with each other or not, to come together on stage and dance to a song calling Drake a pedophile. That is probably the funniest damn thing I have ever seen, and I ain't really even a fan of either. Honestly, I think that is a big part of what will make him, like Kendrick, like, I would think he's like a staple in the music industry. If not then, I would say definitely is now. I don't think I've ever seen a concert where that many people were dancing to that shit and like singing along every damn time. That is hilarious. And it's like people saying it is the funeral for Drake. It's even better because you got everyone from every side just jamming along to this. It's crazy because I've seen some videos still saying that Drake won the beef, especially after this. It's like, like I said, I don't listen to either, but at this point, it'd be insane to say that Drake even won. that 3 songs, like, it was like one hit, and then, well, the Family Matters, the Drake song dropped, and then like 20-30 minutes later, Meet the Grams dropped, and I feel like that was like the fatal blow to the whole thing. And then the next day, Not Like Us comes out, and then we have this crazy shit. And now he's playing this shit live 5 times, and then a 6th time for an instrumental when people are walking out. And trust me, I've been at shows where they play stuff multiple times. DJ Paul did it once at The Gathering. I think it was 2019 or 2021. He played a Killjoy Club song, I think like 5 or 6 times in a row. Everyone was tired of it by the 2nd one. I've never seen so many people just stand still and watch this man jump on stage. But if I was there, I'd know I'd be jamming along and dancing to that shit. And I don't dance. I'm not coordinated, and I'd still be jamming out to that shit. It's like, honestly, Kendrick just took the victory, and this is just the victory lap. This is just kind of running around with the trophy or some shit. There's a lot of people now calling him like one of the greatest of all times now, and honestly, I don't know the ranks or however people talk about who the greats are in rap. I think I know some, but I don't know 100%. Like, you could ask me about like great rock stars, stuff like that. I could probably tell you. I'm not too familiar with like the great rap artists, like the greats, but I feel like after this, Kendrick has to be in there somewhere. I think this is a no-brainer. I've never seen something this wild before. And if you liked the video, let me know down below, like, comment, subscribe, share, do whatever. I'm gonna see you in the next one.